Hey everybody, it's Andrew. Sometimes I go by the hippie preacher, and I haven't done one of these kind of religious themed live streams in quite some time. Uh, I have been an exile from church. It'll be 2 years in the summer when I lost my job at my church, and I've been church hopping, and I've officially resigned an eldership, an ordained position in my former denomination. So I've officially left organized Christianity, but I still like Jesus, and I like to read the Bible, and I like to kind of keep up with theology and religious studies type things. And so some of you might know that in the Western Church, yesterday was Palm Sunday. This Thursday will be Maundy Thursday. It's the Last Supper. Friday will be Good Friday when we remember the crucifixion of Jesus. And then next Sunday will be Easter. And this is a time when people sort of put stuff out there. For example, that Christian churches should not be having a Jewish Seder. Let me say that again. Christian churches should not be having a Jewish Seder because we celebrate Easter. We don't celebrate Passover, and we are more than 2,000 years into contemporary Christendom, and we're not really connected to the lifeways and the traditions of that time, right? So it's disrespectful of our Jewish siblings for y'all to have a Seder in church thinking that you're being more authentic. It's cultural appropriation, just like when we dress up like indigenous and first name peoples. And I don't know, name our local town school mascot after indigenous persons in a derogatory way. It's like wearing blackface. It's negative. So don't do a Seder at church, right? So I've got a bee in my bonnet, though, today about Holy Saturday. Now, it's only Monday, a Holy Week. We got a few days before Holy Saturday gets here. But on Friday, Jesus is going to die on a cross. Now, let me just get this. Remember, they're going to put some nails in his hands. He's going to kind of suffocate on himself as he's hanging there. People are going to be mocking him, spitting on him, hating on him. The good people, the good religious people of your town are going to kill the Prince of Peace on Friday. Now on Sunday, they're going to go looking for him at the cemetery, in the graveyard, down in the dirt. Spoiler alert, he's not going to be there. He's going to get up. He's going to become an animated corpse, kind of like a zombie, the undead, but like it's Jesus. And he's going to dance around. He's going to have dinner. He's going to shock and surprise the disciples with all this love and joy. It is the most joyful, day of the year. Now, remember this too, it's a universal holiday. And the Western churches and the Eastern churches celebrate it differently. I don't know when Eastern Orthodox Easter is this year, but last year, somebody sent me a screenshot of somebody's social media, and on it was a very white family in a white house in some white part of the deep South, and they were all dressed up, all pretty, and it said, "Happy American Easter." I want to tell you something. There's no such thing as American Easter. It's just Easter, okay? So don't whitewash this holiday. Sit in the horror of the fact that we still crucify people. We crucify people because the death penalty is legal in the United States. We throw more of our siblings, our human friends, our neighbors, our brothers and sisters. We throw more of our siblings in jail than anywhere else in the world. And we still, in most states, there's a few places where we don't do it anymore. But in my state where I live, we still kill people to prove that killing people is wrong. And that's so dumb, but it's wrong because that's what they did to Jesus. And Jesus said, if you do it to the least of these, you do it unto me. So we're still killing Jesus. We also have wars. There's several wars going on right now. There's a really famous war going on in the Ukraine. And so Ukrainian soldiers and Russian soldiers are being crucified for their desires of their leaders, right? So we're still killing folk. So Friday, Jesus is going to be dead. And then what's going to happen? I want to talk to you about Holy Saturday. He's going to stay dead till Sunday. So a lot of y'all don't know, but that day in between is called Holy Saturday. He's dead. In one of the creeds called the Apostles' Creed, it said he's not just dead. He's like AC/DC. I'm on a highway to hell. He's in hell. He descended into hell. Look it up. It's in the Apostles' Creed. This is old school church stuff. Your granny knew the Apostles' Creed by heart. On the third day he rose, but on the second day he descended into hell. So Jesus is dead. I want to say something about Holy Saturday. First of all, this should be the day for all of our atheist friends, to catch their breath, because in Christendom, this is the one day of the year that God is dead, right? So the God is dead crowd and the God is not dead crowd can kind of have like a truce for just one day. So let Jesus be dead for just one day. It's okay. He's coming back on Sunday. The preacher told you even on Friday, he's coming back. It's Friday, but Sundays are coming. So first of all, let Jesus be dead for a day, okay? Have some respect, people. And then contemplate what the fact of it is that somebody that we would call God, who embodies love, who never hurt nobody, never killed nobody, gave everything away for free, that y'all would kill this man. African-American preachers will say y'all would lynch him, right? So live with that for a moment, just for a second. So show some respect. So just like you should not have a Jewish Seder on Passover in a Christian church, I've got a message for all my mega churches out there, and I bet they're not listening, but just in case they are, or in case this gets shared on social media, for all my mega churches here, don't have Easter service on Saturday afternoon. Beat the crowds. It's not Black Friday. They're not giving away, like Easter televisions at this thing. Do not have Easter on Saturday, unless you're in a Catholic church or Episcopalian church where they have something called the Easter Vigil, because in the Episcopalian and the Catholic tradition, they actually acknowledge Holy Saturday is a thing and that Jesus is dead. I was driving around Nashville the other day. I saw a sign, come to our first Easter Saturday afternoon. We'll have food trucks. You'll have food trucks on Holy Saturday. No, Jesus is in hell on Saturday. Don't celebrate. And what's he doing there? He's liberating folk who weren't goodies like you all, who, might have done some drugs, might have killed somebody, might have been a badass who didn't buy into your religious hypocrisy, and they're in hell. Where does Jesus go first? Before he gets to meet Mary on the road after the tomb, he goes to hell to liberate the place, to have a jailbreak, to unlock the doors and let them out, open up the gates to heaven, yo. So please, pretty, please, but don't celebrate Easter on Holy Saturday. That's a really terrible idea. Holy Saturday is the punk rockest of the days of the year. First of all, atheists, catch your breath. God is dead just for one day. You can just take up some bandwidth, from the Christians here in the Bible Belt just for one day. All my atheists, all my pagans, all my Satanists, all my people of different religious walks of life, take advantage of the fact that for one day out of the entire year, he'd be gone. And Christians, have some respect. Wait till Sunday morning. You do it at sunrise. Look it up. The sun's going to rise at like 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And he's going to die whenever you have Good Friday church at like 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So he's only going to be dead some 30 hours. Take a breath. Contemplate what that might mean for this world, to not have a Jesus. I prefer the world to have a Jesus. Now, I understand Christians have done a lot of horrible things in his name, such as colonialism and imperialism, war, slavery, misogyny, toxic masculinity, a whole bunch of other really, really crappy things. But just let him be dead. Don't have church on Easter church on Saturday, unless you're Catholic or Episcopalian. Let me read you this quote. I heard a really good message from my friend Lydia last night, And she said this. She said, maybe the darkness of the tomb is the darkness of the womb. Maybe you were not buried, but planted. So now it's time to bloom. Let me say that again. Maybe the darkness of the tomb is the darkness of the womb. And maybe you were not buried, but planted. And now it is time to bloom. I hope you have a meaningful Holy Week if you're celebrating that. Oh, by the way, on Thursday, what they do, they drink his blood, right? So people are be like, I'm not one of those weird religions, you know, I'm a Christian. Our religion is weird. It's okay that it's weird. Let it be weird. Lean into it. Live with it. And for one day out of the year, for all of your atheist and agnostic and secular humanist friends, for the people of the other religions, and for, you know, people who need time to plan Sunday dinner, go out and buy the Easter bunny presents. Let Jesus be dead just for one day. It's going to be okay. He's coming back on Sunday. I promise. Have a good Holy Week. Happy Easter. Oh, and by the way, not only should you not have church on Holy Saturday, don't invite a hate preacher like the biggest church in my town did. Don't invite somebody who's homophobic and racist to give your Easter message. That's disrespectful. And Jesus died for him too, but he thinks he's somebody, and I don't like that. So I preach love for everybody, especially for the marginalized and the outcast, especially for LGBTQ, especially in Tennessee, where they're taking all of our rights away. So anyway, this is, I don't know, maybe I'll do one of these another time. But anyway, the hippie preacher just had to get in here and say, Holy Saturday is a punk rock holiday. Let Jesus be dead for one day, and happy Easter. I'll see y'all later. Bye.